Rental demand in the Greater Toronto Area has surpassed supply, and as vacancy rates fall, rental prices just keep going up. In this video, we're going to talk about what's been going on in the rental market in the Greater Toronto Area, because nowadays a lot of people are just talking about inflation and interest rates going up, but there's a lot that's been happening in the rental market. I had some releases recently, and we've been getting multiple offers. We're getting, people that want to pay up front for 6 months, a year, just because there's a lot of competition. A lot of students are coming here from abroad. So just want to go over what's been happening in the rental market. Back on June 29th this year, rents will be capped at a maximum of 2.5%. So closer to the end of the video, I'm just gonna go over how it works for rent-controlled units, or units that were newly built after November 15th, 2018, or units that have been occupied for the first time after November 15th, 2018. Okay, so let's jump over to trev.ca and check out the market stats quick overview. And if you want to check this out at your own time, I'll leave a link in the description of the video. If you scroll down, you'll see condominium rental stats. So total apartment rentals year over year. So Q2 of 2021, there was a total of 14,904 rentals, and Q2 of this year was a total of 13,203 rentals, and it's down 11.4% compared to last year. And the reason why it's down is because the number of listings are less. So if you look at total new listings year over year, and again, this is the reason why the total apartment rentals is down by 11.4%, is because Q2 of 2021, there was a total of 24,688 listings, and Q2 of this year was only 17,335 listings. So it's down 29.8% compared to last year. And this is the reason why the prices now are going up, because of supply. There's not enough supply for the demand. So average 1-bedroom apartment rent. So year over year, so Q2 of last year of 2021 was $1,887. So Q2 of this year, so an average 1-bedroom unit is renting for $2,269 in the Greater Toronto Area. So that is up 20.2% compared to last year. So we saw that the average 1-bedroom apartment is up 20.2% in Q2 of this year compared to Q2 of last year. So part of this is a rebound effect because we're coming off some fairly depressed levels in 2021. From a demand side, we're seeing exceptionally strong growth from students coming from overseas. Even people that were planning on buying a house before, and they're like, you know what, let's put it on pause. Let's rent something close to work because house prices are still really high. Interest rates keep going up. And they're like, let's live close to work. It's more convenient for now until maybe, interest rates come down a bit. What's very interesting right now is that we're seeing more of a demand for smaller units. So the fastest growing segment in the rental market is studio apartments. So studio apartments is up 25% year over year in the second quarter compared to last year. Ever since the pandemic, we saw a lot less people wanting to rent studios downtown Toronto. More people wanted space, they were renting, they're buying properties up north. A lot of people were working from home, but ever since now, people are going back to the office, and we're seeing students getting ready for September. I think that's what's been driving up the market, because a lot more people now are more comfortable with staying and living in downtown. Just want to touch on the rents in 2023. It'll be capped at a maximum of 2.5%. So that's more than double of 2022's increase. The rent increase guideline, which is at 2.5%, is the maximum that the landlord can increase a tenant's rent during the year without approval of the Landlord and Tenant Board. The guideline is based on Ontario's Consumer Price Index, which is a measure of inflation calculated monthly by Statistics Canada using data that reflects economic conditions over the past year. Using the current calculation, the increases would have been set at 5.3%, but the government said that it capped its rent hikes to under 3% to help protect tenants from significant rent increases. Okay, so I'm gonna go over rent control. I get asked this question all the time. I think some people are just a little bit confused on how it works. So if you're looking to rent, or you're currently renting a property that was occupied before November 15th, 2018, you are in rent control. So what that basically means is that your landlord can increase your rent by however much they want. They have to follow the rent increase guideline every year. But you are in a good position because, rents are skyrocketing, but your rent can go up 2.5% in 2023. Landlords must give tenants at least 90 days written notice before pursuing a rent hike, and as long as 12 months have passed since the first day of tenancy or the last rent increase. Anything built after November 15, 2018, or any units occupied for the first time after November 15, 2018 are not in rent control. So what that basically means is that your landlord can increase your rent by however much they want, but it doesn't mean that all landlords will take advantage and increase your rent significantly, but you do need to prepare for this if you live in one of these type of properties. Okay, so here's some advice. If you're looking to rent something, you'd probably want to rent something that has rent control. So make sure you're looking at properties that were built and occupied before November 15th, 2018. And if you're an investor, you probably want to look at properties that were built after November 15th, 2018. You know, pre-construction is a good option. If you're looking for pre-construction, feel free to hit me up. Thank you for watching this video. And if you like this type of content, please do me a huge favor and smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one. Adios!